All right, I am going to go over briefly our next monthly challenge. It's going to be a 30-day challenge that is similar to, but not the same as, the 75 hard challenge that you've seen out there. We've made this one a little bit more, I don't know, friendly for the beginner, I would say, and for those of us that are really busy as well. Feel free, if at some point you want to kind of explore that. Jasper and I have both done 75 hard and then the phase 1 of it. There's a lot of valuable parts of it, but then there's some stuff that I wouldn't do again if I were going to do it. But first and foremost, if you're going to take part in this challenge, number one, there's no commitment, there's no payment for it. It's just kind of a fun thing to help provide a little extra accountability for you, and just maybe motivate you to kind of incorporate some habits into your daily routine that will help you become a better version of yourself. And that's kind of what we're always about in CrossFit, is just trying to become a better version of ourselves. So if any of these aren't going to work for you, or if they're going to create more problems than solve problems, then maybe just don't worry about it. It's okay. It's not mandatory. It's just kind of a fun little challenge. So number one is you're going to get points each day. You have 7 points available each day. So across the course of the month, we've got 30 days. That's 210 points total that are available. You may not get all 7 points every day. Now this is different from the actual 75 hard challenge, where it's like, if you miss anything on that list, you start over. We're not going that direction with this challenge. We're just keeping it kind of thinking about making progress every day versus all or nothing. The way you get points is by accomplishing each of these 7 items. The first one up here is 2 workouts. You have to do 2 workouts each day. One must be outside entirely, so not just part of it. Say like yesterday's workout was running and shoulder to overhead. That doesn't count as your outside workout unless you did the entire thing outside. So one must be outside entirely. Both must be a minimum of 30 minutes long. It should be intentional physical exercise efforts, not maybe you were doing laundry and your Apple Watch detected that you're doing some exercise because your heart rate got up a little. That does not count. What does count though, walks. We utilized walks a lot during the 75 hard. It really helped our bodies to recover. What also counts, yoga, stretching, ROMWOD, any of those things. Please do not do a beat yourself into the ground workout every day, twice a day for a month. It's not gonna go well. So make sure you incorporate some of those other things. Your class workout is great. Any of those things count. So just make sure it's actual intentional physical exercise. And then don't forget those recovery type exercises. So walking and riding a bike is great outside. Doing your yoga or ROMWOD or any kind of stretching like that for 30 minutes. That's great. Foam rolling, get after it. That'll be good for you. Then you get 1 point for doing both workouts. You don't get 2 points for doing both workouts. So it's either you get 1 point or you got no points. So keep that in mind. The next one is drink 2/3 of your body weight in ounces of water. Okay, so that's pretty simple. Just do the calculation, multiply your weight by 0.66, see what you get. That's how many ounces of water you need to drink every day. This is again, tamed back a little bit from 75 hard. It's supposed to be a gallon for that, but this is more appropriate, especially for those of us that are a little bit smaller. The caveat here is that you can't add stuff to your water. You cannot add flavoring so that you like water. I hear that a lot, I just don't like water, I just don't want to drink it. I don't know, just drink your water. We're adults, we can drink water, we need to, it's good for us. Our body needs water, and it doesn't need any of those artificial flavors or extra sugar. You can, however, put actual whole fruit or squeeze the juice of a lemon in there. That is fine. You can use an electrolyte replacement, 1 a day as needed, but you shouldn't be using it to make it so you want to drink your water, and that electrolyte replacement needs to be clean. Liquid IV, it's got sugar in it. Don't use it. The Element packets are good. Ultima Replenisher is good. that's about where I would stick with that. You can also make your own homemade one, but no more liquid IV either if you're following this. Read 5 pages from a non-fiction book every day. This is about kind of learning something new, expanding your mind a little bit. It's not to kind of entertain yourself and go off, which nothing wrong with that, but it's all about self-improvement. So find something that, you know, maybe you want to learn something new, or maybe you're curious about something. 5 pages of a nonfiction book. Next one is no alcohol. So if you have a drink, you don't get your point. If you don't have a drink, you get your point. Now, next one is choose any diet. Now, diet doesn't mean cut calories. It means the food you put into your body. So you can follow, you know, we love the plate method around here, where you try to build your plates. Half your plate is veggies, and then a quarter of it is lean protein, and a quarter of it is a starchy carb, and then add in a little fat as needed. Like, that's a good one if you want to keep it pretty basic. Maybe you just cut out any ultra refined foods, no fast foods. We'll get into that in a second. Maybe you want to go paleo, maybe you want to go primal, like whatever it is, just figure something out. Maybe it's just macros. Figure it out and follow it. The thing here is just being consistent with what you say you're going to do. Next up is no cheats or treats, or however you want to look at that. Now, we love in our nutrition coaching, which we actually have a challenge coming up middle of the month here. In our nutrition coaching, we actually preach the opposite of this, that, you know, you shouldn't necessarily restrict everything or anything like completely. Like, there's room to have some treats here and there. But for the purpose of this challenge, it's more of a mental challenge to see, like, you know, to show you that you don't necessarily need as many treats as you think you might need. And it helps kind of draw attention to maybe we're splurging a little more than we need to. So no cheats or treats for the 30 days. That includes pizza, fast food. You can get some salads at a fast food place. I wouldn't count that, as long as it's grilled chicken and not fried. But no burgers, like no fast food burgers. I count personally, like, you know, regular bread and buns. If it's 100% whole wheat, I'd probably eat that. But just your traditional enriched flour bread and buns, nope. Tortillas, chips, nope. Candy, desserts. Now you can make some clean desserts, you know, out of some apples and oats, and you know, I would think that's probably okay. But if it's just, you know, your typical cake, pie, ice cream, all that kind of stuff, if you feel like you're trying to like skirt the system, then it probably doesn't count. Like it's probably going to count as a cheat. So if you're trying to make your paleo ice cream, it's still ice cream. So that's a cheat. Don't do it. And then last but not least is take a daily progress picture. This one for me is the hardest because I don't love taking pictures of myself and I just forget. So I had to stick a sticky note on my mirror in the bathroom so that every day I would remember to take my picture. And I highly suggest, you know, if there's any of these things in here that are going to be hard for you to remember, set up a reminder system. Either put it in your phone so that it'll alert you every day at a certain time, or set up a sticky note, or whatever it is that you need to do. Get yourself a reminder, set yourself up for success. Now, one of the things to remember is that this doesn't need to be an all or nothing. You get 7 points a day. That's 210 for the month. If you are able to get 190 points or more, then you'll get entered into the drawing at the end of the month, or well, beginning of October. So just because you mess up one day doesn't mean it's all over. And then I would challenge you to not miss out on the same point 2 days in a row. And I would also challenge you to not miss out on 2 points of one thing twice, like on a point twice in a week, if that makes sense. So say you missed your point for your workouts on Monday. You get those points on Tuesday, and then try not to miss it again the rest of the week. If you have your alcohol on one day, okay, get back on the wagon and make the whole rest of the week to where you get all your points for that. That way you're gonna keep seeing that progress. Where you'll not see progress is if you just kind of give up on one part of it and you're like, I'll just give up 1 point every day and, you know, have my little treats every time. So try not to have the same point 2 days in a row that you don't get, and then try to keep it like to where you don't miss out on that point more than once each week. And then if you really want more help and accountability, because this is all on you, if you need help with your nutrition and you need some more accountability and support, sign up for our nutrition challenge. This is a 6-week one, so it's awesome. It's longer, gives you a little bit more time to kind of really ingrain those habits and build them and be more successful. We're also adding a midpoint check-in for this challenge. So keep your eyes open for that. I'll send out more details. We still have the early bird pricing for that challenge effective through this week, but gotta get signed up pretty quick. That's it for now. Hopefully you have made it with me through this whole video.